Okay, welcome back. We have Team 4 against Team 1. Team 4 in orange. This is their second action of the day. Team 1, their first action of the day. As I said, the game's coming fast and furious. We didn't even make it to 1 o'clock. And this is Omar Soccer. And this is Crookshank right, trying to get that ball into the middle. And that's played back by the team in orange there, and that was Joshua Draub playing it back. That's Matthew Lee coming up the wing there for the blue side. In net right now. Well, I'll get to that after this chance, because there is a shot on goal. And there's a chance there, and that was stopped by the Team Orange goalie Parker Fairman, who is in net for Team 4. Rowan Garrettson in net for the blue team, Team 1. That's who's in net right now. That ball is bundled out. And this is Draub being challenged by Archel Verma. And that's stolen there by Dasheen Govender. Govender out to Lee, who's coming up from the left back position. To Verma, who's up on the wing. That's cut out by Malanginiadze. The ball's sprayed out wide, but it's cut out by the blue side. Yeah, it's pushed out. That ball's pushed long. And our keeper going to put this ball down. He's going to give it to Cruikshank right. He's going to knock it back to the keeper. You know, I know they do this. I'm not a big fan. If you trust your keeper's foot, I don't love having a player right back there playing a 1-2. Just like I don't love a bunch of players standing over a free kick when pretty well everyone knows which player's going to take it, unless you really can fool people. But very rarely you do. I just think that you lose numbers going forward, or people that you can actually target. Have more people to target out there rather than have a couple of people back there to, I don't know, mess around with it. I'm just old school that way. I also believe you gotta have to have a man on both posts on the corners. I'm pretty old school in some of my thinking that way, but I'm a big believer in not trying too much, trying to fool people when you can't fool them. Players are experienced; they know what to expect. And ball's played up there. Looking there for Ben 80, the striker. Doesn't fall for him. That's moved to the corner. Lee gets a knee to it to clear it out. But there's going to be a second chance here, and that's a big save. think that was Karangia again who had that shot that was stopped. Drop. Judged to a foul there, so Lee's going to have the free kick. Lee's going to drop that off. And that was Nathan Clark, the defender, who was there. And that's Cruikshank Wright, his defense partner in the middle, who's going to bring this ball up. He's got some time and space. He's going to try to hit the runner in the middle there. The blue side of the attack, and soccer just disturbs it just enough, and 0-0 early first half. Sun's back out and beating on these players. It's hot out here. We have heat warnings in the city today from Environment Canada, so it can get a little scrappy. We've seen some games go stop and start as players try to conserve their energy in these conditions. This is Karangia again, trying to play a 1-2 there. As with Ty Stang. They call it drop ball there. And Clark played that back to his keeper, back to Clark, and Clark's had some time to come out of his own end. Plays that to Asiram Atash. I think Stang was judged to have been offside there. So Clark will get us started again with a goal kick. Ball's played up by Verma. Verma gets that forward. Soccer cuts that out, though, for the orange side. And that's sprayed out wide. This is a great run from the wing. It's cut out, but it's an open net to fire into. And this time I think Karangia gets his goal. Karangia gets that goal. But I have to give credit there. Great run on the wing. Just trying to spot which player made that run. But create all sorts of havoc. That ended up with Karangia having just an open target to fire at. And it's 1-0. That was Will Swa who made that run up the wing and caused all sorts of havoc. Number 101. Just had to double check the number. He was on the far side, so you have to excuse me. When I'm at field level, so it's players on the far side, I have to take a second to get a read on their penny numbers and such. And it's 1-0 for this orange side. Karangia pounding the ball into the open net. After the initial chance was created. And here comes another chance. It's Alvarado. Alvarado. Yeah, he stood up there by the defender. Great defending there. Corner kick is here. Macaron takes it and it's cleared out. Hooked back in, though, by blue team's own player, which was a bit odd. It's not where you want to put the ball if you're defending. You don't want to put it back in your own penalty area. This is Drob, who has a throw in. Now, fly along as we see ball played up to 80, and that's what I meant by flying along. They were switching that ball across the side. I'm sorry if you couldn't focus on my train of thought there, because I realized I just left that dangling out there. It's my 6th game in a row, folks. Things are starting to feel like a photocopy of a photocopy. Alvarado. He's looking to see if he can get a ball in. Being challenged. And that ball smartly played out to the middle. That was Aiden Gibson, who just makes a simple play. That was Kevin Porter, who got knocked down. And get this ball up for the blue side. For the orange side. It's Al Hayuni, who had the ball in the wing there for a second. This is good. Much better from the blue side. Can they get this, keep this in before? No, he can't. And that was Al Hayuni. There's 2 Al Hayunis on this team, as I think I mentioned yesterday. That was Sohaib Al Hayuni. He's the one with the longer hair. The one with the hair tied back. Soufiane Al Hayuni does not have as rock starish as hair, and that's how you tell them apart. And there's a blast. Oh, and the keeper gets a hand to it there. The blast him out of nothing. Couldn't see which player in the mix fired that off. It just came out of the from my angle. It just sort of came out of the mixer. And there's the cross in by Braden Montgomery. And that ball played out there for Swab, but he can't get to it, so that's going to give the blue team the throw in. Team 1. This is Crookshank right. He sends it back. Shank right now, he's got some space. Now they've played a little 1-2 with the keeper. And that was played in, hoping to hit Matthew Lee. But Lee has a big challenge in trying to win the ball off of Soccer. Soccer's been very, very good in this weekend. Or sorry, not weekend. Well, it felt like a weekend because one of the days was Canada Day. But I don't know. If you live your life right, every day is a weekend, I guess. And that's Anthony Perez, who knocks that ball in and it's headed out. Blue team with some chances, and that's repelled. The shot. Oh, well done. Swall looked like he was on a break, and our shooter there. I believe that was the other Al Hayuni, Soufiane Al Hayuni, who did that. Alvarado plays inside to Topshevsky. Topshevsky, who we saw scored, smashed one just under the bar in the first game that they played today. And Topshevsky's had a few goals. It's a clinical finisher. True target man. And there's a foul there as Drob is brought down. Subs coming back in. Soccer is going to get a bit of a spell for this orange side for Team 4. And he plays that back to Malinganyidze. Goes across to Agbolu. And that's played across. Oh, and that's Drob riding a couple of challenges. He's going to go all the way. No, but he sets it up, and now the ball falls back to him. And Drob, Karangia, then plays that in, looking for Swa. Oh, that's a nice little spin. And the ball's lost, is played back. Clark tried to get the ball out, but it kind of works out to Al Hayuni. The long. That ball's cut out by Agbolu. And once again, this orange team starts again. Make it look easy. Topchevsky with the easy touch. Swa getting the ball back. Swa's now got it. And he's fouled. Swaz, I think, is just going to get this moving. Are they going to look to set up something? They got a couple of big men up top. It's a matter of which target he wants to hit. Is Swag going to have a go from here? That's about 30-some yards out. I don't think he will, but we've seen some crazy goals scored in this couple of days. This is when now he's just going to play it. He's going to get the top shots. He's going to play it safe. Now there's the shot, and there's the save. And that swings out to 80, and 80's bundled off there. Malinganyidze, I think 80 thought he had the step on Malinganyidze, but Malinganyidze just throws the big body in there and just sweeps 80 aside. Swa plays that up. That looked like it was going to Beth El Agbogwu. There's a chance coming forward for the blue side. That was number 128, Reed McDonald. Looking to have a chance. It's Al Hayuni on the wing for the blue side, wrestling with the defender. Play is stopped. Didn't quite hear the whistle myself from the referee, but play is halted. McDonald there, I believe, is asking for a sub after that chance. Not sure if he's winded or if he's hurt himself. Can't blame anyone for being winded in this weather. Ball's placed wide. Oh, the player there losing his footing on the other steps there. That is Ty Stang, who was looking to retrieve that ball. He gives a thumbs up. He's okay. The cleats do not dig well into that material on the sideline or just after the concrete. And that was Montgomery with the throw. Stang now with the ball as Montgomery challenges him. Anthony Perez tried to wrestle that ball back, but loses out, but he still gets the throw. And that's Al Hayuni, the midfield Al Hayuni, not the winger Al Hayuni. Maybe that's the way I need to bring them out. Swa gets that ball wide to Abgogbu, and he hits the side of the net, near side. Was trying to slot it in, was looking near post for Agbogbu. But no, it took a deflection to get to the side of the net. I thought didn't see it, but the corner has been given. Big center back Malinginiadze comes up. Whistle goes. Foul on the orange side. They're up 1-0. First half. This is game 6 of the day. Game 3 for the senior group. At the FTF Canada Combine here in Edmonton. 2-day event. We're in the second day. Starting to see light. And there's a good run here from Archie Verma. He'll get there. Verma quickly puts that in. Great chance here. Asiram Atash had the chance. He flashed that over. Long ball. Ty Stang got ahead to it, but Clark cuts out in the center back position. But now the ball falls back to Stang. Stang offside given there. I think that was against Topchevsky. And with that, I think we're going to half. 1-0 for this orange side. Goal from Karangia. Scramble after a great run by Swa. And it's 1-0. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes with the second half. I'm Steven Sandor here at the FTF Canada Combine here in Edmonton. Be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, we're back here for the second half. 1-0 for this orange side. Ball played short. Porter. But a cutout. This is Karangia. And that's Macaron who has a turn there. That's played back to Madeline Gnyidze. With that, physical game. And that soccer is going to play this up. Finds Swa. Swa looking long, looking for Stang. That's, I don't think, going to check up for him. Now coming up is Krushenk right. He's going to come up the field. There's a long ball played in by Porter for 80. 80 gets there. Now this is better from this blue side. That's a block by Soccer. And Swaz now got a chance to turn. Swaz a little shimmy and a shake, and he gets by El Hayuni. Doesn't get by the second player, though. That was Anthony Perez, who able to win the ball and scramble it away. Now it's turned by Swa. All right, it's Madra playing it back to Soccer. Now coming flying up the field now, just a great head of steam. Looking for Topchevsky. Topchevsky doesn't, he still gets a shot on goal there. He's running away from goal. It was caught away from him. It was a great run there. This is Macaron again. He had a couple big run earlier. Now the blue team, Clark, settling it over. And Clark kind of coming forward. Krushank right to El Hayuni, and El Hayuni tries to flick it by. Soccer. And Swap puts the ball through. Flag stays down. Topshevsky finishes. All too easy. Referee says no offside, and that'll make it 2-0. Great ball through from Swa. Ball's playing forward here for the blue side as they look to reel down from a 2-0 deficit. 2-0 for this orange side for Team 4 over Team 1. And Team 1 took it on the chin. The Team 1s in both the youth and the senior side, sorry about that, have sort of taken it on the chin in this series of games so far. But here's a chance. Oh, and slips and falls on the turf as he's looking to shoot there. I think that was Al Hayuni. The midfield Al Hayuni. Hard to see the numbers from this side. And there's Soccer. Hard to miss Soccer on the pitch with that flowing locks of hair that he has. And Karangia challenging there. And there's a chance. And another offside given. So the chance goes away. I think it was on the rebound, judged to be offside, starting chasing the rebound from a offside position. This is Karangia. Makaran has got the ball now, and he's got some time. In control, but he's going to look forward. He's hopeful ball there for Topchevsky, who just scored a few minutes ago. Whistle goes. Ball's played. And there's a shot from distance. Trying his luck there. Yeah, and trying his luck from distance there. That was Suliana El Hayuni. Ogbolu plays it along the back to Soccer. Alvarado turns. Shimmying, shaking, trying to get that ball forward, and he dinks it forward into no man's land. 2-0 to the orange side. We're getting into this later stages of the second half. FTF Canada Combine. There's a ball played out to the wing there now. It's Reed McDonald. He gets the overlap, and that's Gibson who gets knocked down. Just unceremoniously dumped to the ground there. Egbogwu. Karangia. Oh, and there's a chance there, and that was Macaron. They're teeing up now on the orange side. Ball was turned over, and it was Aiden Gibson who was just absolutely shoved to the ground there, but it was a shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Again, soccer is a physical game. It's Beth El Egbogwu just knocked him to the floor and created that chance going the other way. Well, that ball almost fell nicely for Egbogwu. This blue side looking to starting to have troubles getting it out of their final third. Govinder. That's better. That's Al Hayuni is going to get that forward. That's Perez. Perez to the other Al Hayuni, and he's going to have a go, and he scores. Catches the keeper wrong-footed, and it's 2-1. So that was Soufiane Al Hayuni making the play then to Anthony Perez, who then slaughtered it to Sohaib Al Hayuni, and it's the long-haired Sohaib Al Hayuni who gets the goal from the wing, and it's 2-1. So now things get interesting with the goal. Can this blue side take some momentum now from that? It was a wonderful play, wonderful orchestrated set of passes. Shows how when you pass the right way, when you pass quickly, when you move the ball quickly, how simple it can be to open up a defense. And this is Al Hayuni again, the goal scorer, one-on-one with a defender. Does just enough. Does Ogbolu to shield Al Hayuni away from the ball. And this is Drob. Looking to see the orange team looking to see if they can restore their 2-goal lead. And flashed over. And that was Egbogwu flashing it over. 2-1 is our score. And this is Matthew Lee coming up that far wing, and he's looking for options, can't find any. He drops it back. Now Lee gets it back. He's going to depend on his foot speed to try to create something, but that pass is cut out. And now that ball in again. Egbogwu, he's tackled from behind. They say a fair challenge, and that ball sizzled wide. As we have a couple of changes being made. 2-1 is our score. Ball was fizzed wide. Now, our keeper gets us reset. In the second half, keepers for Game 6 were Cole Joslin for Team 4, so our orange team, and this would be Darren Fowler for Team 1. It's Cruikshank right, playing the ball long, looking for 80, and this is Perez. Perez, well done, gets into the path of the rushing forward. That was Govinder, who had switched off, going from a central midfield position to looking to make a run. But Madra settling it down. Ogbolu up to Alvarado, and Alvarado will turn. Alvarado. He's going to have a go from distance. But the keeper's in the right place, right time. Right at him. How much time is left? Does the blue team have a chance to equalize? It's Perez who's fouled. They said no turn, don't let him turn. But he wins the free kick, and now it's a long hit and hope kind of ball. Richie doesn't let it bounce. But this is Perez. Perez skips to Y1. He's fouled by Sacker, and this is where it's going to be an interesting chance, because this is a shooting chance. Chance for an equalizer. Will the blue team find it? Who's going to take up? Who's going to step up and take this? Definitely close enough for a shot. Also, you can try to make a play off of this. Gibson standing over it. Gibson looking with the left foot. It's so dead on. This could be a left-footed shot or a right-footed shot. However you like. Gibson steps over it, and there's the right-footed shot, and it goes just wide. I believe that was Lee that took the shot. Matthew Lee was the one who ended up taking it. Gibson stepped over it, faked the left-footed shot, and they went with Lee with the right-footed shot. This is Clark in the back, working it out. Kind of got the ball caught underneath his feet and almost lost it there. Now let's put this team under some pressure. Krushenk right to a nice turn, get himself out of trouble. Now he's being encouraged to make a run because he's got space. He gets it out wide, and this is Lee. Just had that free kick attempt. He's going to slide that in. The keeper's out, beats the striker to the ball. Karangia getting that out to a good spot. I believe that's Makaran. That's played into big chase there, I think, for Topchevsky. And Clark. Ball's cut out by Karangia. And this Alvarado doing a nice job, riding a couple of challenges, holding on to the ball. Alvarado. Bogwu. Or sorry, that was Swa. A couple more changes coming in. 2-1 is our score. What will be the call? It is 2-1. This is Drob playing it back to Malanganidze, to Ugbolu. Swa. Diego Alvarado loses out there. This is Porter. Porter wanted a call, doesn't get one. Alvarado getting his shirt tugged, but no call there. Soccer. Now central midfield position. He loses out. This is Addy. He's got Lee. Could this be the chance? Could this be the chance for the equalizer? He plays it back. And there's the first attempt is blocked. And the second attempt is blocked. Malanganidze makes himself big. He's already a big man, but makes himself bigger. And spoils a couple of cracks from 80 to try to tie this game. This will lead to a corner, but time is ticking. How much time is left? It's like Lee's about to swing in the corner. It's short, bounces. And it's cleared out. Macaron now. So you have a break. It's 2-on-4. He does, but it's judged to be offside there. Topshevsky. And that's Macaron. Yidze steps around the ball and actually puts himself in a bit of trouble there. Maybe taking his eye off of it for a second. It's all a bit scrappy now. I just wonder too if fatigue, how much that sets in these warm temperatures late in the game. For team 4, this is their second time they've been out there. You just wonder how much this is affecting them. And that's touched out, and I believe that's going to be a corner, so here's another chance. How many numbers is the blue team going to bring up? Are they going to bring up everyone? This gives you an idea how much time's left. Still not a lot of urgency in the way that they're going about things, considering they're down 2-1. And still leaving a significant number of players back. They're not bringing in all hands on deck. And this is just a high corner. Would have been hard for anyone to sort of had any sort of power on the header on that. That was a rainbow. And there we have Matthew Lee throwing it in. And there we have Porter trying to put it in. Porter. He's having a look. There's the first touch. And there it is. Al Hayuni picks up the loose change. And we're tied. Blue does get the equalizer. And it's the same man who scored the goal to make it 2-1. It's like, look what I found in the penalty area after a scramble, but it was a dangerous ball played in by Porter, number 109. And then after that, Kevin Porter sprayed that ball in. It bounced around a bit, and that's what shows you create some havoc in the penalty area. And what do you know? Sohaib El Hayuni with 2 goals. And now it's 2-2. And you just wonder how much fatigue is playing into Team 4. They've played earlier in this warm weather. This is Team 1's first game of the day. And it really feels that they're hanging on now in a game that they were dominating. It's turned, and I think, the legs do have something to do with it. And that's come across. And that will be the end. 2-2 is your final. Sohaib El Hayuni with 2 second-half goals brings the blue team back, Team 1, from the depths to tie this at 2. I'm Steven Sandor. We're here at the FTF Canada Combine here in Edmonton. Next game is Team 5, who will be wearing the blue pennies, against Team 2, who will be in the orange. Be back in just a couple of minutes.